Hi everyone, merhaba, this is Ayşenur Altan. In this episode we are making one savory, one sweet, two recipes that will complete your tea or coffee time. First one, quick savory puff pogaca is my favorite when I need something quick. It has no yeast and the cheese inside the dough doubles the taste and gives more volume. The chocolate cake is also very easy to assemble. While the quick cake batter cooks with the pogaca, I will make the pudding and cherry toppings. In total, it takes about 1.5 hours to make and lasts for a couple of days to enjoy during the week or weekend. So let's get started. First, I'm going to make the pogaca. I did scale it for you this time. I have 90 grams of butter at room temperature, 40 grams olive oil, it's about 4-5 tablespoons, and I'm gonna add 2 eggs, keeping 1 yolk for the top. Next, 2 tablespoons plain yogurt, it's about 70 grams, and 1 tablespoon grape vinegar. It gives more like melt in the mouth texture to the dough. I'm gonna take it to my stand mixer and mix everything well until incorporated. Here comes the cheesy part. I have 120 grams we call cabaltı. This is from Kastamonu, where my father is from. You can use ricotta. Half cup corn flour, half cup whole wheat flour. These are optional, it gives more taste. You can use a regular all-purpose flour instead if you like. And 1 cup all-purpose flour along with half teaspoon baking soda, half teaspoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon salt. Just mix until incorporated. And I have 1 cup more flour. I'm gonna add it gradually now while kneading the dough until I have very soft, unsticky dough that I can still shape it. It is important to not add too much flour, and in total I added about 2 tablespoons, less than 2 cups flour in total, all-purpose flour. I'm gonna write down all the ingredients in the description box below. You can check it from there too. So my dough is ready. The cheese is inside too, which will make a very different texture, like helps to puff up more, even more, like you used yeast inside. So delicious. Now I'm gonna show you how I shape it in details because it's important and gives a nice cute design to our pochas, and you see this shape also in the pastries, in bakeries in Istanbul, in Turkey. You just roll a piece of dough, open it slightly, and then fold it again without pressing too much. You don't seal the sides of it after folding it. Instead, you just press it from the top with your finger gently, and it creates like lips, as you can see. And it will puff up more in the oven and creates this tempting, like a pillowy look. You see, I just press it from top and you see those lips, and that's it. This is how you shape it. I'm gonna continue to shape it like this. It's very fun to make, and since the filling is inside the dough, it's really easy. I got about 22 pochas. I'm going to brush it with egg yolk and a little bit olive oil mixture and sprinkle some nigella seeds on top. It's optional, but it gives really nice taste and it's healthy too. And while it's cooking on preheated 270-degree oven, I'm gonna quickly make my chocolate cake batter. In the mixer, I have 2 eggs at room temperature and half cup of granulated sugar. And while it's mixing until frothy for about 4 minutes, I'm gonna sift my dry ingredients. On 1 cup scale, I have 2 heaped tablespoon cocoa powder along with all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoon baking powder, and vanilla. My egg and sugar mixture is in pale yellow color and has some volume. I add 1/4 of a cup vegetable oil and 1/3 of a cup whole milk. I'm gonna add a little bit more in a minute because the scale I'm holding is 1/4 of a cup. And here are the dry ingredients. Just mix until incorporated, not too much after adding the flour. Just clean it with a spatula from the sides and give it a mix. And since it was still runny, I added 2 more tablespoons flour and our cocoa cake batter is ready. I have this tart cake pan. When you bake, it has hole in it that you can fill it with puddings. It's very handy when you want to make less cakes, not too much like in layers. But it's okay if you use a regular round pan and just fill it with pudding. It goes to the oven with the pochas. They look very puffed up. And I'm rushing to the stove top to make the pudding. I have 5 tablespoons sugar, 1 heaped tablespoon cornstarch, 2 heaped tablespoons all-purpose flour, and 2 cups whole milk. Just whisk everything well until they are smooth. And cook on low-medium heat until it thickens, stirring frequently. In the last minute, I added vanilla powder and tablespoon of butter to give extra more taste. I'm checking the oven and my pochas are done in about 25 minutes. They look puffed up. You can see the pillowy shape. And my cake is also done. I let it rest for 10-15 minutes and then turn it over. Looks like I have to renew my tart cake pan. It sticked a little bit, but it's okay. It still holds its shape and no one's gonna understand except you guys. I'm gonna moisten my cake with whole milk. You can use a simple syrup if you like, but it is lighter like this. I used about 1/3 of a cup. My pudding is still warm, but not that much. I can pour it over and spread. While my cake is cooling a bit in the fridge, I wanted to transfer my poachers to a serving bowl and cover it with a tablecloth so they stay warm and don't get dry out. Let's make the final layer for our cake, simple cherry sauce. I have 2/3 of a cup sour cherries from freezer, 1 cup water, little less than half cup granulated sugar, and 2 lightly heaped tablespoons cornstarch again. Just whisk everything and cook on low medium heat until it thickens and it is shiny. The thickness can change after you cook, depends on the starch you use, so you can always add a little bit more water to have a jelly-like runny consistency. So in total I used 1 cup plus 1/4 of a cup water. Again, please check the ingredients from the description box below and hopefully from my new website turkishfoodtravel.com. I waited for about 5 minutes until it cools down a bit and spread this yummy cherry sauce over my cake. So everything is done except the hard thing, to wait until it cools down. We didn't wait that much. We were impatient. I just shaved some chocolate, white chocolate and bittersweet chocolate over it and served it with filtered coffee. So my friends, I hope you give it a try. It is not that hard if you plan your work in the kitchen to make both recipes together in less time. And we enjoyed it for a couple of days with our Turkish tea or coffee time. I have different tea time menu ideas or for dinner that you can make. Make sure you check the channel and subscribe, like and comment please to support me. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in another delicious Turkish food recipes and travel vlogs. Afiyet olsun.